So it seems like part of what I'm hearing in this conversation is kind of a mind-driven conversation with the body. Like, we decide, I want to be, I want to do, and use the body to do that. And then there's this other aspect, which I picked up on in this animal body concept of learning how to follow the body, or maybe to discover something new that the body is showing the mind, if you're following me. I'm wondering if any of you have any way of elaborating on that, on what it would be or what's possible in following the body as opposed to employing it in our ego's grand designs. I'll use that and put myself in that place.
Well, I'd like to take that sort of very literally in terms of actually being human, and pick up on your film, Marilyn, on death earlier today. And I've been involved in Tibetan Buddhism for over 40 years, and I'm very intrigued by, that they have a highly sophisticated understanding of the nature of the mind and the body and the integration of the two. And what is very interesting is that they see that the night time is an important time to practice as the day, and it's called milam, which is the practice of conscious dreaming. And this is an essential practice, because the more conscious you become of your dreams, the more clarity you can bring to your dreams, the more you can change your dreams, articulate the dreams, and have dreams of teachings, dreams where you're aware of the teachings, understand what they are, dreams of initiation, know what those are. Ultimately not to dream at all, which is not what we do, which is to forget our dreams. And the reason for all of this is so that we become conscious in a state of mind where we're less attached to the body, where the dream state, the bardo, the interval between sleeping and waking, is a recapitulation on a less, with less duration than the bardo after we die until we're born again. And so by using this practice of the night, we can become familiar with these states of dissociation of the two, where we can then become conscious in the post-mortal state. And the reason for becoming conscious in the post-mortal state, in their view, is so that we can make a conscious incarnation the next time. And the reason that this is essential is because you can only become enlightened in a human body. And therefore, it's very important to have a human incarnation. And so if you read the diaries of Tibetans from the last century, or the one before that, the 19th century lamas, what's so interesting is that they spend most of their life traveling from one end of Tibet to the other in order to receive the transmission of teachings, and then spend the rest of their life traveling to other places to transmit the teachings that they've received to other humans. And that's because the teachings have to go through the human being. It only works through the human being. So it has to come through a human being in order to be transmitted to other humans that have to pass it on to other humans. And this is also what I found with working with ancestors. I found that there's a sense in which ancestors are wanting to help and guide us, but they can't make contact. And so there's this low-grade irritation in our life where they're like clamorous children trying to get our attention, because it's only when we honor or remember our ancestors that we can open a channel for them to do what they actually want to do, which is to help and to guide us. But it only works through the agency of the human. So we as human beings are uniquely able to activate these channels so that the ancestors can then help and guide us. So there's this interesting parallel here of the importance of being embodied as human beings.